Hi, and welcome to the second part of the video series on mental capacity. In this presentation, we'll be looking at assessments. Where a diagnosis is helpful, it is not always needed to undertake a mental capacity assessment. A suspicion of symptoms of an impairment is enough grounds to undertake a mental capacity assessment. There must be a causal link between the inability to make a decision and the impairment, so the inability to make a decision is directly due to the impairment. For example, a person may have an impairment such as a mental health issue and is unable to make a decision when under the influence of drugs or alcohol, but is able to make a decision when not under the influence. In this case, the inability to make a decision is due to being under the influence and not due to the impairment, so they would not meet the stage 2 test. Here is the 4-stage functional test, known as the test of capacity. If a person can't do one of these 4 things, they are assessed as lacking capacity. So that's if they can't understand the information, if they can't retain for long enough to make a decision, if they're unable to use or weigh information, or if they are unable to communicate, and by communicate, we mean verbal or non-verbal communication. But some people can understand, they can retain, they can weigh up, and they can communicate their decision, but they are unable to use that information, and that is indicative of an executive functioning issue. In order to complete the 3-dimensional assessment, you must gather information from a range of sources over a long period of time. It's unlikely a decision can be reached on just one visit or one event, so you need to look through case notes, through all the information, such as care plans, safeguarding risk assessments, all the information you have available. You need to speak to carers, friends and family that know that person well. And you need to use the information from interview to help you formulate your decision. Here are some issues to bear in mind when conducting a mental capacity assessment. Take a moment to read through them. Pause the video if necessary. That's the end of the second part of this video. You can now move on to part 3. Thanks for watching.